Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today's video is kind of a fun one. It is 5 dates and 5 perfumes to wear on those dates. So I hope that you guys enjoy. Let's get right into it. Today's video is 5 dates and 5 perfumes. So I have my list here and I have the 5 perfumes that I've chosen to discuss for those various types of dates. However, my last date, I have 3 options for you because 2 of them are ones I would like, but there's one that I think is worthy of an honorable mention. It's very sexy. So the first date choice would be going out for a day date. So this would be like driving around, having coffee, going to the park, sitting there chatting during the daytime, maybe getting a little bit of shopping done. So just a typical day date, especially now in isolation that we can't really go anywhere. I think a lot of us are doing those kind of going for a drive and grabbing a coffee kind of things just to get out of the house. So for that, my choice is First Kiss Exclusive, or if you have the Delina Exclusive, it would be Delina Exclusive. This is one of my new favorite fragrances in my collection. To me, this just smells so feminine and so sweet and so ladylike. Absolutely beautiful, but very, very appropriate for the daytime. I think you could even wear this at night because there is some gourmand notes in there and there's a little bit of woody notes in there as well. I love this fragrance. It has excellent lasting power. So this has notes of rhubarb in it, there's chocolate, there's woody notes, there's rose. So it's like sweet and gourmand and woody all at the same time. So it's a delicious, feminine, kind of a mass-pleasing scent. This is the perfect, very feminine and pretty smelling scent. So that is my number 1 pick, First Kiss Exclusive for a day date. The second kind of date is another one that a lot of us have probably been doing more of since isolation started, and that is a movie night. So you're chilling at home, maybe you had dinner together, you're relaxing on the couch, you're cuddling, you're close to one another, but it's not necessarily a special occasion. You're just spending the evening together at home. And for that, I picked Prada Candy Night. So Prada Candy Night is a really powdery, soft, kind of a chocolatey fragrance. I love this fragrance. I think that even though it's very sweet and even though it's kind of over popular, like a lot of people have heard of it or have it, I still think it has an elegant of uniqueness and class to it. I really love wearing this fragrance and it lasts forever on my skin. So the reason I chose this for a movie night at home is because it is very soft, it's sultry, it's powdery, it's not too overbearing. It can be a little overboard if you're not careful with the trigger because it is actually quite a long-lasting scent and it actually does have some pretty good sillage. So I might only spray 1 or 2 sprays of this on myself, probably on my skin, under my clothing, just so that it kind of wafted up but wasn't too overbearing in your face. But if your partner got close to you, cuddled up close to you, they're definitely going to smell this nice, powdery, soft, chocolatey vibe about you. And it makes you smell good enough to eat, but also just warm enough to cuddle. So for me, it's like a perfect evening scent. I think you could take this fragrance and take it for a sexy night out as well. I think it does both very well, which is why I really like it. But yeah, this definitely for me falls under the cozy, indoorsy, cuddling kind of a category. So that is for my movie night in Prada Candy Night. So the next date would be an elegant or more formal occasion. So maybe it's a wedding, maybe it is an appreciation day or something related to work. It's an event where you're going to be wearing some sort of a nice dress, a little bit more formal, a little bit more conservative. A lot of people there that you don't know, very busy. You don't want to offend anybody, but you also still want to smell ladylike and elegant. She's not over the top, she's not skanky, she's not being too provocative. So for that, I choose Valentino Donna Eau de Parfum. So this shouldn't come as a surprise. This is such a classy, lovely fragrance, especially for the evening. It's a little bit more of a mature scent. I don't think I would have worn this in my early 20s. This is a lovely bergamot, rose, leather scent. It's got kind of a lipstick vibe or a makeup vibe. Like when you spray it, you almost get the sense of how lipstick smells or how makeup smells. So it's very classy, very chic, doesn't offend anybody. The sillage is there, but it's not huge. It's got okay lasting power. This one I think I'd have to spray more generously on myself. I'd probably spray my skin in a couple of places as well as my clothing. Yeah, so this is one of the probably the classiest, most elegant fragrances I have in my collection, and I really like it. I don't wear it a lot, I think, because these days especially, I don't have a lot of formal occasions, but it is a really lovely scent. You could even wear this one for the movie night cuddling at home too, because it does have kind of that warm, leathery, close to the skin kind of a vibe. But for me, it's just an obvious choice for an unoffensive, more formal occasion. So that is Valentino Donna. Okay, So this next one is more of a special occasion dinner. So it is intimate, it's just you and your partner, but it is more of a special occasion. Maybe it's an anniversary dinner, maybe you have a suspicion he's going to propose on this night, maybe it's just the end of isolation. You guys finally get to dress up and go out for a really romantic dinner at a really nice restaurant and sip on some champagne and wear a nice dress and that kind of thing. Whatever it is, it's just a special occasion between you and him, and you want to smell very, very nice and a little bit glamorous as well. It could potentially be a night to remember, especially if it's like a proposal night or an anniversary night or something like that. So for this, I chose Tiffany & Co. Intense. This is such a lovely, glamorous fragrance. I've told you guys how I feel about this so many times before. It's such a gorgeous fragrance. I always describe it as being like a birthday cake drizzled with diamonds. It's very sweet, very feminine, but at the same time, it's got this glamorous edge to it. It's got this bright, sparkling, kind of glamorous edge to it. I don't know how to describe it. I have nothing else in my collection that smells like this fragrance. I've had a few subscribers buy this because of me, because of how I'm describing it, and they love it. This is a very safe blind buy, by the way, if you're looking for something to perk you up. I also think it's classy enough that it could be a daytime signature scent. I think that you could wear this for so many different occasions, but it's definitely one of those scents that you walk into a room and somebody is going to take notice. And to me, it's definitely a special occasion, kind of a formal thing. So yeah, if I was going out with my partner and I was wearing a really nice dress, some high heels, I have a cute little crossbody bag, we're going to be having a glass of champagne or wine, we're going to be celebrating something, this is the perfume that I would wear. So I don't think it's going to get a whole lot of wear, unfortunately, because I mean, those occasions are few and far between, obviously. Maybe I'll change my mind and I'll start wearing it more often. But for me, this is definitely an occasion fragrance. So that is my special occasion / anniversary dinner / something big evening with your loved one. And that is Tiffany & Co. Intense. Okay, so the last type of date is probably the most risque type of date, if you will. So this is more of an intimate setting between you and your partner. You have gone out for a nice dinner, you're wearing a cute dress, maybe a little bit of a provocative dress, you've rented a jacuzzi suite for yourself. This is like an intimate night out, if you know what I mean. So this could be something like really random, like Tinder-esque, or this could be between you and somebody you've been together with for a really long time, and this is just a special occasion, just you and him. You've rented a room, or you and her, whoever it is, you've rented a room together, you're gonna have some wine, and you are gonna spend a intimate night together. I have a few picks. The first one that I've picked is not a mass pleaser, so I will get that one out of the way quickly, and then I will go to the other two. So the one that I choose for myself is Alien. Alien to me is the sexiest perfume in my collection. For me, it's just so out there. It's so in your face. That jasmine in there is so sexy. I love this fragrance. For me, this puts me in the mood for an intimate night out. I would never wear this during the day. I would never wear this to any other kind of party or dinner party or anything like that. When I put this on, I know I'm gonna be spending time alone with my partner. I absolutely love this fragrance. However, I realize that this is a little bit polarizing. Not everybody likes it, and certainly I think there's some men who might not like it either. So this one is one option. The other option that I pick that is still a very, very sexy and a little bit risque smelling fragrance is Narciso Rouge. So this one I think would be mass pleasing, and this is a very, very sexy fragrance. This is a musky scent, but they've also added vanilla and tonka bean in there. It is a really sultry scent, and the way it smells suits the bottle. So it's vibrant, it's red, it's bold, but it's also very feminine and very, very sexy. This is a personal favorite of my boyfriend's. He loves this one. I think he equates it with intimacy, just from the things he said about it. I know that he finds this to be a very, very intimate fragrance. And yes, this is a little bit more mature as well, so I think anybody from age 25, 30 and up would really enjoy this one for that intimate evening with your loved one. And finally, if you're a little bit younger and you want something a little bit sweeter, something that is like over the top sexy, over the top sweet, made specifically for evenings out, I would choose Viva La Juicy Gold Couture. This is a super mega dose of caramel. It is very, very sexy, but it's very sweet. And for me, it's almost a little bit too young for me. However, I still do enjoy this fragrance. And for some reference, I'm 34. So I still enjoy this fragrance, but for me, it's getting a little bit on the young side, but I would definitely still put this on for an intimate night for sure. It's just that my favorite is always going to be Alien because that's just how it is. This one I think is a little bit younger, more reminiscent of like the late teens, early 20s, definitely the clubbing days, the Tinder dates, those kind of things, when you're just young and having fun and you just want to smell good and sweet and sexy. This is a very, very sexy fragrance, and I think a lot of men find this sexy as well from what I've read online. So yes, this would be my third option. If you're looking for something over the top, sexy, sweet caramel, makes you smell good enough to eat, obviously a little bit provocative, then I would go with the Gold Couture from the Viva La Juicy line. That's it for today's video, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed. Please leave your recommendations down below, what you would choose for each of these types of dates. I'm always looking for good new date fragrance ideas. And head on over and follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. I share lots of things on there that I don't on YouTube. And I'll see you guys next time.